Have you ever wondered why some people seem to retire rich while others struggle their whole lives, even if they earn similar salaries? Here's the truth. It's not about how much you make. It's about how much you keep and where you put it. Most people work for decades hoping they'll have enough for retirement, only to find out they're way behind. But what if I told you that by following a few simple, time-tested principles, you could retire comfortably, even early, without needing to win the lottery or invent the next big thing? In this video, I'm breaking down the ultimate blueprint for saving and investing, how much of your income you should save, the best ways to grow your money, and what investments have historically given the highest returns. Stick with me until the end, because the final point I'll share is what truly separates the wealthy from everyone else. First things first, how much of your salary should you actually be saving? The classic advice is to save at least 20% of your income. This is based on the 50-30-20 rule, where 50% goes to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings or investments. But let's be real, if you want to build serious wealth, 20% is the minimum. The rich often save 30 to 50% of their income. Here's the mistake most people make. They save what's left after spending. Wealthy people? They save first and spend what's left. This is called paying yourself first. Automate your savings so a portion of your income goes into investments before you even touch it. Think about it like this. Imagine two people, Jake and Emily. Jake spends first and saves whatever is left. Some months that's 10%, other months it's nothing. Emily, on the other hand, sets up an automatic transfer that moves 30% of her paycheck into investments before she even sees it. Fast forward 20 years and Emily has built a small fortune, while Jake is still living paycheck to paycheck, wondering where all his money went. The lesson? If you don't make saving automatic, it will never happen consistently. Another trick? Increase your savings rate every time you get a raise. Let's say you get a 5% salary increase. Instead of spending all of it, commit to saving at least 3% more. You'll never feel the difference, but over time, your savings will compound significantly. Okay, so you're saving, but where does that money actually go? Because let's be honest, stuffing cash under your mattress isn't going to cut it. Let's talk about 5 proven ways to grow your money. Savings accounts. The safe but slow route. Keeping money in a savings account is better than nothing, but let's be real. Traditional savings accounts offer interest rates of around 0.5% to 1.5% per year. That means if you put $1,000 in a savings account today, after a year you'll have a whopping $1,010. High-yield savings accounts or certificates of deposit are slightly better, offering 3 to 5% per year, but even those struggle to keep up with inflation. Conclusion? Good for emergencies, but not for growing wealth. The stock market, the long-term wealth machine. Historically, the S&P 500, which is made up of the 500 largest companies in the US, has returned an average of 10% per year over the last century. The NASDAQ 100, which includes big tech companies like Apple, Microsoft, and Google, has done even better, averaging around 13 to 14% per year in the past few decades. Investing in an S&P 500 index fund, like VOO or SPY, is one of the simplest, most effective ways to build wealth over time. As Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Here's a mind-blowing stat. If you invested $1,000 in the S&P 500 in 1980 and reinvested all your dividends, that money would be worth over $100,000 today. That's the power of long-term investing. Mutual funds and unit trusts. Diversification made easy. A mutual fund or unit trust is essentially a pool of money from multiple investors that is managed by professionals who invest in a variety of assets like stocks, bonds, and other securities. The biggest benefit? Diversification. Instead of trying to pick individual stocks yourself, your money is spread across many different investments, reducing risk. You can choose a mutual fund based on your risk tolerance, whether you want low-risk bonds, balanced funds, or aggressive stock funds. Over time, many well-managed mutual funds have provided returns close to 8 to 12% annually. This is a great option for people who don't want to actively manage their investments but still want long-term growth. Real estate, the asset that pays you. Real estate creates cash flow and appreciation. Buy a rental property, and your tenants literally pay off your mortgage while the property's value goes up. Historically, real estate appreciates around 4 to 6% per year depending on the location. But when you factor in rental income and leverage, using a mortgage, the returns can be much higher. House hacking, where you buy a multi-unit property, live in one unit, and rent out the others, can let you live for free while building wealth. As Andrew Carnegie famously said, 90% of millionaires became so through owning real estate. Businesses and side hustles, the fastest way to multiply wealth. Ever notice that the richest people don't just rely on a paycheck? They own businesses. Starting a side hustle or investing in your own business is one of the highest returning investments you can make. The stock market might give you 10% per year, but a profitable business can generate 100%, 200%, or even more in returns. Think of Jeff Bezos. He started Amazon in his garage. Today, he's worth over $180 billion. So here's the ultimate formula for financial freedom. Save first, spend later. Invest in assets that grow over time. Increase your savings rate consistently. Now, here's my challenge for you. Look at your income right now and decide how much you can start saving today. Even if it's just 10%, the key is to start now. Here's something crazy. If you save just $10 a day and invested it at a 10% return, in 30 years, you'd have over $600,000 just from $10 a day. Imagine what's possible if you started saving and investing more seriously. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Always do your own research or consult with a licensed professional before making financial decisions. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. And if you want to save more and make more money at your current job, watch my video on how to get promoted faster.